What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be checking out the HSV. Wait a minute, HSV GTSR. We're going to be taking it through its paces on my little racetrack again, like we did in the last episode with the Bentley. We're going to see how she performs in stock form and see how she does tune up and see how she compares to the Bentley. I'll put a link in the description, or I'll put a little text file in the description which shows the lap times of each car, or around the lap times. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna jump straight into this. We're gonna drive up to the little sign again. Now this thing is gonna be a lot slower in stock form, I can already tell, but that means we have much more to play with when it comes down to upgrades. So we're gonna stop right here. This thing looks pretty funny, actually. And we're gonna just see how she does. So I'm gonna count this down in 3, 2, 1, go. Go! It's gonna be an interesting car. Pretty basic interior, but it does sound good. This thing has a V8, makes about 300 or so horsepower by default. So not too much, but that's quite a substantial amount still for its age. This thing is from 1996, so that's already like a little over 20 years. We're gonna come up to the first corner here. Go on the brakes. This thing has alright brakes. Just like to swirl around a little bit. Now I can't wait to upgrade this gearbox. This thing is sluggish. Does sound good. Easy now, Phil. Alright, hurry up, thing. I want to get a good lap time on this. It does backfire a shit ton, which is pretty cool. It's crazy to stick a freaking V8 in this thing. Like, who thought of that? And an ugly ass wing. This thing is pretty weird. So we're making good progress in this. Since this car doesn't have too much power, it does make it handle around these corners very nicely, nice and tight. So maybe it will get a good little lap time here. Go on the brakes, shift down. Went a little bit wide there, sadly enough. Coming up to this little section of our little track. Good sound, good sound. Hit the apexes and the signs. Who needs to hit apexes when you can hit signs as well and hit a BMW? My bad. And one shift too far down. Okay, now here hopefully it is gonna shine, because this thing does weigh quite a lot less than a Bentley did in its stock form. So hopefully we'll be able to get around these corners nicely. If I don't do that, we can. Come on, power! And on the brakes. Oh, way too wide there. And across the line. So that, in comparison to the BMW, in comparison to the Bentley, this car did a 2 minute 40 seconds. So yeah, a 2 minute 40 seconds. That's what, like 15 seconds slower than the Bentley did in stock form. So I'm gonna jump into the Horizon Festival. We're gonna upgrade it and see how she drives then. Alright guys, we've jumped into the Horizon Festival, straight into the upgrades menu, and we'll see what we can do with this. So we're gonna check out first the engine swaps, if there are any. So by default this thing has a V8, was it a 5.7 litre V8. We can swap in a 6.2 litre V8, put a V10 in there, and the crazy V12, the 6.5 litre. So I'm kind of contemplating what we want to do here. Do we want to... yeah, we're going to try to leave all of these engines stock. We're going to keep it rear wheel drive though. And maybe we can fit a supercharger on here. Now I could go turbo as well, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for supercharger. I don't think this kind of car should have a turbocharger on there. Just stick with the V8. that may be a better option. We're gonna go with this. It already fits the mass, like the matte styling of this car. This is a normal wing or a like no wing. This looks pretty funny. Okay, we're gonna go with the basic wing that was on there by default. We're gonna jump into the tires menu. Of course, we're gonna up the grip on this. So we want to give it a nice tire compound. Make the fronts wider to 265s and the rears 305s. We're gonna definitely put some different wheels on here. These things look ridiculously ugly. So we want to put on something else, but I'm not sure what. Maybe some BBS. They may look good on this. It's always a tough decision. I do like these. They kind of seem to fit the old styling. Yeah, we're gonna go with these. Maybe up the inches just by one. Make them how big? 18 inches. That's pretty big. Pretty big. That looks a lot better. Now let's continue on here. Definitely change the clutch. Race clutch in there. Race transmission. Carbon fiber drive shaft. And a race differential. Now I do want to up the brakes as well. Yeah, come on. Yes, that's already making it a lot better. Okay, lower it down. It's going to help with the handling. Put some anti-roll bars on there. And we haven't even come to the power. I'm already at S1, so I think this thing is going to be pretty good. So we just took off a bit of weight. We put it from 3,600 pounds to 2,900 pounds. Pretty good difference. And now we come to the fun part, the engine. So we're currently rocking 300 and... Wait a minute. Yes, 350 brake horsepower. Now we're going to up that. We already, keep in mind, we already do have the supercharger in there, so that's already making quite a big difference. Now let's see how far we can build this up. That's already adding a lot of power. 460. We're gonna just continue on doing this. 490. Put some different pistons in there. Now we come to the fun part, the supercharger, which makes it to 556. Race intercooler. We're gonna change the cooling. And of course the lightweight flywheel to make it rev a bit more quick. Now this is gonna cost me 70,000 credits, and we lower down the weight from 3,591 pounds to 2,939 pounds, and we up the power by almost double, which is quite a big difference. We go from B669 to S1888883. So we're gonna apply that. What I'm gonna do is go back to our little spot, but before I'm gonna change the wheels to black, because I think that will look a lot better than it does currently, and we'll see how she performs. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alright guys, we've arrived back at our little race location. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So we're gonna drive the track again, this time upgraded, and see how she does. So in 3, 2, 1, go. A lot more wheel spin from the get-go. I was already in second gear. This thing sounds really good. Shifts are so much quicker than they were before. Alright, I can dig this. Don't forget that supercharger for the nice linear power on hard brakes. It does like to spin up its rear tires quite a lot. This is making such a big difference. Like it's from a very, like from an old sluggish car to a completely different one. Just look at this thing go, man. Thing is absolutely crazy. So crazy. And hopefully we may even be able to beat the Bentley lap time, but don't hope too much. Because that Bentley, that one had a lot of power and four-wheel drive and was modern instead of this old car. But hey, who knows? Guess we'll see. So we're coming up to this little part here. Now, if I remember correctly, I didn't really take that corner fair in the Bentley. So I think I have a bit of cheating rides there. Take it easy for these. That's the Cobra. That's our little rival, I think, for this kind of car. Go hard on the brakes here. Keep the power on. Not too quick, otherwise the rear tires will spin up. And we got a wheel spin. Very nice. Full brakes, full brakes. It's very tight corner here. Can't give it too much gas or that will happen. I kind of screwed up there. And almost to the last corner. Hard brakes. And across the line. So we did it in 2 minutes and 16 seconds. So if I remember correctly, the Bentley last episode did it in 2 minutes and 18 seconds. So we beat the time by just 1 minute, but we actually beat it. That car, like that very new car, against this old little puppy. And this thing won. That's pretty amazing. So I think that's going to be a good wrap up for this second episode. Second episode, the second car in our little Logitech G-Car pack. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, be sure to give a thumbs up. And if you want to see the next car in my video series of the G-Car pack review, be sure to subscribe to my channel down below. And yeah, without further ado, till next time guys, have a good one, and I'll talk to you in the next video.